Oof! Horseshoes! Horseshoes normally hidden by cats. You can't even see that. Yes! Not gonna lose muscle. Oops, I did it again. I know this is like, it's the most anticlimactic workout, like, instead of like putting my most badass workout from like the previous week, what I do is I put the most fucking boring, easiest workout you could possibly choose. Deload back and biceps. Good morning, everyone. It is 5:15, about 70 degrees in the garage. Just to get everyone caught up, I've been doing a push-pull leg split 6 days a week, 6 week mesocycles, with the 6th week being a deload. This is the 6th week. I'm deloading right now. I'm using the RP Hypertrophy app, doing maintenance calories, down 22 pounds from 216 to 194-ish right now. Let myself go over the last year. Had a lot going on. So I'm back on track right now. Training's going real good. You know, mostly hypertrophy focus from here on out for me. Still doing a good mix of, you know, calisthenics and just regular old barbell, dumbbell training. Focus is on hypertrophy though. Gonna try and do something I've never done before this time around, which is actually bulk up the right way, doing like a nice, clean, lean bulk over a long period of time, instead of just doing what I normally do, which is get really lean, diet really aggressively and get really lean, and then just rebound really hard on junk food and beer until I get too fat again to see my abs, and then I just keep gaining and losing the same 20-30 pounds every like 2 years. So I'm gonna do it right this time. That's the new goal. Really prioritizing my health above all else. Man, yeah, I had to dig deep for this last cut and overcome a lot of stuff. But yeah, we're doing pretty good. And now it's that was a 10-week cut, lost 22 pounds. The new long-term goal is maintenance calories for about 4 months, with the hopes of doing like a slight recomp. So take a picture today, you know, at 193, and then maintain that weight for 4 months just to get rid of all that diet fatigue. Take another picture, hopefully still weigh around 193, but have some like obvious visual changes to the physique over that time. At that time, go on another cut, really get, you know, freaky shredded, go from 192-ish or whatever I am to maybe like the high 170s, to where my family's worried about me because I look sick in the face, but everyone online just thinks I look shredded. And you know, because it's not about how good you actually look, it's about how good you look in pictures. And then after that, bulk up, put on as much lean mass as possible. Trying to be in my best shape by 40. I'll be 35 in a few months. So you know, clock's ticking, thinking long term here. But in the meantime, let's start warming up and get into this pull workout, because I gotta knock this out in about an hour, even though it's a deload week, so it should be easy. All right, let's get it. Gotta love a deload week. Man, I really pushed it hard. I think I'm on my 100th day about since I really recommitted myself to trying to get back into shape. Started at, I said 216. I really don't know. I really don't know what I actually started at because I had started cleaning my diet up for about a week or two before I started actually tracking the calories. I actually have my book right here. So, I started on the 4th of July. like a maniac. I was like, yeah, 4th of July, you know what that means. Time to start getting back in shape. So June, July, so August, September, October, 13th. So yeah, exactly 100 days. That's crazy. 100 days ago, I decided I was going to try and get back in shape. Probably started around 220. Lost 4 or 5 pounds of water weight right away. 216. And then didn't even really start dieting. Kind of just was tracking everything. And guys, I was so detrained. I was doing like 1 set for every muscle group at every workout, and being like very sore. It was bad. It was real bad. But slowly building up over time, and eventually got the RP Hypertrophy app, and I've been loving it. It really helps someone like me just kind of stay on track. If you haven't tried it yet, I highly recommend it. I'm going to keep using it. I'll probably keep using it forever. I've been paying like $35 a month for it, but I think I'm just going to get the year-long one. I think it was like 200 something bucks, so probably just going to get that. But yeah, we're just deloading back today. So doing 50% of the volume. So I just got like 65 pounds on the bent over row. Doing sets of 6, 2 sets of 6. And then that should be good enough for bent over rows. My focus for back is really trying to develop like upper back like thickness, like front to back thickness. Lats have always been pretty good from all those years I was doing pull-ups and weighted pull-ups. And you know, I've pretty much maintained my lats pretty well. But the upper back thickness and also like upper back to upper chest thickness is what I'm focusing on. So I'm sort of like periodizing, like, or special. I don't want to say specializing, but my main focus is upper chest, upper back for upper body, and then really just developing the legs overall, because my legs are really lagging. But yes, another set. I think I'm actually going to try doing this set underhand, since that's a move that I want to incorporate into my next mesocycle. So I'm going to see how the underhand grip on the easy bar feels. Yeah, it feels fantastic. I'm definitely throwing underhand, easy bar, bent over rows into the next mesocycle. Feels great. Focus is no longer like on strength, which is why I said I'm doing 50% of the volume. So that means that normally I was doing like 130, like 120 to 135 for bent over rows. I'm at the point in my training life now where I get a better light, where I'm not focused on trying to move the most weight possible. I'm focused on picking a weight that I could get a very deep stretch with, since that's the part of the movement that's gonna give me the most muscle growth. And I'm trying to get a deep stretch like 10 to 20 times, since that seems to be the rep range that works the best for me as far as, you know, causing hypertrophy. So if that weight happens to be 60-pound dumbbells, then it's 60-pound dumbbells. If it happens to be a 10-pound dumbbell for a certain move, you know, lateral raises, whatever, you know, that's the weight that I'm using. It's not about, let's see how heavy we can go. The ego is completely out the door, and it has been for a while. If you haven't seen my channel in the past, like I've done all different sorts of training. I've, you know, done powerlifting. I've tried to, you know, get as strong as possible. Hypertrophy is the best suited for me now. I can't afford an injury. You know, it's really hard to get injured with a weight that you could lift like 10 to 20 times. So that's why my focus is on hypertrophy now. And probably will be for the rest of my training life. You know, like max strength, not really something I care about. I do manual labor. I'm really strong, not to brag, but you know, when it comes to like doing what I do, I'm very strong. Like moving bags, you know, rocks, shoveling, like swinging an axe, swinging a pickaxe, carrying like trees and shit. Like that's not a problem, you know, like pushing a wheelbarrow. I'm strong when it comes to all this. That's all that matters to me. Like how much weight's on the bar when I'm benching doesn't really have much carryover into my life. Now, if that weight goes up in, you know, because I'm attempting to grow my chest and the weight happens to go up over time, that's cool. It's just not my top priority. It's pretty much what I'm trying to say. All right, we're moving on to pull-ups next. All right, so we're doing pull-ups. Gonna do some neutral grip pull-ups. Got up to like my recent PR, I guess, is like 11 or 12 at 195 pounds body weight. Of course, you guys know how I do pull-ups. You know, all the way bar, all the way to the chest or shoulders. Dead hang at the bottom, fully extended. Makes it a lot more difficult. Today we're just shooting for like 5. I've been doing neutral grip pull-ups. Gonna switch it up for the next mesocycle, but for the first set, I'm just gonna keep doing neutral grip. And then second set after that, I'm thinking about doing wide grip pull-ups for the next mesocycle, either wide grip or just chin-ups. So we'll try that out for the next set. It feels so good to not grind for a set of pull-ups. It got tough, dude, at the last couple weeks, but yeah. Time to switch up the grip, forearms, brachialis, all that. Getting a little tender. Oh, actually, that reminds me. For my next set, I think I'm gonna try these out. I got some Versa grips. I already like train my grip a lot just from my job. I mean, you can see the forearms still look like Twizzlers, obviously. Obviously. I'm gonna try these out for the wide grip pull-ups, see how they do. Really trying to take the strain off my forearms. I have been training my forearms directly because it's a good example that I'm trying to make here. Here's a good example. Kind of like how walking doesn't necessarily give you big calves because you're walking all day, you know? you could do that all day and maybe your calves are strong, or maybe your grip is strong, like mine's is, but it's not growing the forearms directly. So what I'm trying to do is take the grip out of it, since I get so much stimulus anyway. I take the grip out of my training and then just train the forearms directly, because even though it's strong, I'm trying to give it some direct growth. See what I'm trying to say? All right, let's get this set of wide grip pull-ups. Not wide enough. Wow, that was nice. That was really nice. I didn't even have my thumb under the bar. I just went straight. Thumb over the bar, grip. That felt really good on my forearms. We may hit some pull-up PRs in the near to medium term future with these. But yeah, just 2 sets of pull-ups today. Definitely throwing in wide grips in the next meso, so that's gonna feel pretty nice. Hopefully get a little more width as well. I know I said I'm working on the thickness, but that's the priority. So I'm hitting rows first, and then of course, you still gotta get that wide body. So we're hitting pull-ups second though, so it's on the back burner, I think next we got some curls, so let's get set up for some incline dumbbell curls. Yeah, so we got incline dumbbell curls. I think my best set from the meso cycle was 30-pound dumbbells for a set of 13. This move's been tough. Like, when you're really focusing on the form and the cadence, I've probably gotten closer to passing out from this move than any other move that I've been doing. My mind-muscle connection with the biceps is crazy. So, I love training arms, and that's another thing, dude. How to drop the weight big time. So I'm focusing on moves that I could get the best stretch on. So that's why I chose incline. So I could really get a full stretch at the bottom. No swing at all. Just squeezing, just vicious peak contractions, and then trying to get like in that 10 to 20 rep range. So I think the deload today requires like 25 pounds for a set of 7, I want to say. So do one little warm up, I guess, with 15-pound dumbbells, just to kind of prime everything, but then we'll jump into the 25s. Well, that felt really good. Not to be one of those guys that like, oh, I'm so old, but it's like, the older you get, the more you start just really loving a nice deload week and like appreciating it, because you need them. And if you're pushing it really hard, or you think you're pushing it really hard, and you but you're not taking a deload and you don't need a deload, I got news for you, buddy. You're not really pushing it hard. You're not. Because if you are pushing it hard, you start getting to the point where you go, I can't wait for a deload. And that's kind of where I'm at. Where like, now, every time I'm finishing up a meso, I'm like, yes, deload week. Maintenance calories. Now that I think about it, maybe I really wanted the deload week for the maintenance calories, because I've been feeling like a champ lately, just bumping it up from like 2,400 calories to I've been doing 2,700 calories. Started at 3,000 was like my maintenance calories, and my like the first week of my diet was like 2,850. Then I bumped it down to like 2,700. Was losing weight on that. Then I bumped it down to like 2,550, and then eventually 2,400 to really kind of make that final push. And yeah, I lost exactly 2 pounds a week over the course of a 10-week period. Actually slightly over 2 pounds, like it was like 2.1. And yeah, so it wound up coming out to exactly 22 pounds. I lost exactly 10% of my body weight over that period of time, so worked out perfectly. First set done. Let's get this set. I think we only got 2 sets. Incline dumbbells. This is a move that I'm going to keep for the next meso cycle, so I'm not trying anything new today. I will be replacing something with spider curls. I'm not sure exactly what yet, but we're gonna stick with this one for the next meso. Yes, not gonna lose muscle. I know this is like, it's the most anticlimactic workout. Like, instead of like putting my most badass workout from like the previous week, what I do is I put the most fucking boring, easiest workout you could possibly choose. Deload back and biceps. But you know what? Wait, I'm easing back into the channel. So, the workouts from last week were taking like 2.5 hours, or like sometimes like 2.5 hours, and sometimes I would have to do like 75% of the workout in the morning, and then do like the accessory moves in the night, like hitting like calves and abs in the night, because I started training at 4:45, and I get to like, you know, 6:45 or 7, and I gotta start getting ready to go, and I'm not done with the workout. So I was like thinking to myself, like trying to like talk to a camera and like record everything like on top of all that, it just seems like too much. As where, you know, in the deload week, it's pretty easy because the workouts take way less time, and the season's gonna start slowing down for me soon, so I'll be able to like go to work a little bit later pretty soon, which means I'll be able to like wake up at the same time but have a little bit more time to do all that shit in the morning. Now we can just, you know, listen to smooth jazz, and you know, I got the smooth jazz station on, and kind of just ease back into this thing. All right, I think we're setting up for easy bar curls here in a second. Let's get it. At 65 pounds for 7. I think my best set was like 65 pounds for I don't know, like 15 last meso, at the end of the meso. Nice and easy. Easy bar. That might be the one I replace with spider curls. You know, when you're doing a move during the deload and you sort of start feeling it in your forearms or around, you know, the joints a little bit. The pain's not terrible, but it doesn't feel like it's just muscular pain. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's some tenderness going on there. So it might be one of those moves where it's like, am I getting, you know, the most stimulus for the fatigue that is causing? Could I find higher SFR moves that are gonna, you know, give me the result I want, which is larger biceps, without giving me what I don't want, which is tendon pain. Yeah, so that was solid. It was good. It was good while it lasted, but I think we're gonna have to switch it up. So we'll probably swap out the easy bar curls for the spider curls next mess up. I do have another move that I've been loving. I'll show you all that another time, but I got a rope attachment and I throw it on the loadable pin that I do weighted pull-ups with, and I do curls with the loaded pin, and like rope curls, like that you would do with a cable, but it's with a free weight. And that it's probably been my favorite bicep move over the last 100 days. So definitely thinking about possibly maybe keeping that move. I actually don't know. We'll see. All right, let's get this last one. That's good. My biceps will stay the same size this week. Yeah, 200 grams of protein every day. Entire diet, like minimum 200. It's been tough. Actually, it wasn't really that tough. The diet was, man, I just nailed it this time. Whereas, like, you know, 5th time's the charm. It took me, I think it took me 5 times to really like get, I'm not saying it's perfect, but like I did it the best this time around that I've done probably ever. Where I like managing fatigue, you know, listening to my body, knowing like when it was okay to kind of slack off on a diet just for a meal or a day. You know, and it wasn't like I went all out, like had 10,000 calories in a day. It was more just like, you know what, I need something tasty, like let's eat wings. Let's get wings, but weigh your fries out and make sure you're not eating too much fries, and go get the 0-calorie ranch from the grocery store that doesn't taste even 10% as good as regular ranch, but it looks like ranch. It kind of tastes like ranch. It doesn't have the same consistency as ranch, but it's close enough. And I'm eating the wings from Wingstop. So, you know, I'm eating 10 wings. I'm still getting 70 grams of protein. You know, don't get like any of those sweet sauces. I got like just like the original hot with the lemon pepper. Like, I knew when to do that. That's the thing. And it's worked out pretty good for me. But I think we got like maybe a couple more moves left. Maybe like some dumbbell raises or something like that. So yeah, let's get to it. Dumbbell lateral raise with a top hold. These aren't dumbbells. Actually, wait, I forgot. I got some new dumbbells. Haha! So, I didn't have 10-pound dumbbells, and I really, like I said, I've been pushing in a higher rep range, but you know, when you get to like that 20, 25 rep range, I don't like doing it. You know, I don't enjoy doing sets of 25. So, you know, for me to progress like the lateral raises in that 15-ish rep range, like I need 2.5 pound increments. So I have some loadable dumbbells over there. Those are 12.5 pounds, but I keep them loaded up with the 10-pound plates. And those are really, like I use that for like the 45 and up range, and they're 20-inch dumbbells, so they're way wider than this. These are only like 14 inches. So these are gonna be great for like curls, where you don't want the thing like hitting your leg, you know, because it's too wide, or like lateral raises where I just can move it up in, you know, smaller increments. But yeah, we're doing lateral raises with a top hold, and I've been loving these. That's been the best bang for the buck move of the entire mesocycle. And I added it like halfway in. Man, like I feel it lighting up my, you know, entire side delt, traps, and I mean, I'm using 10 pounds. It's the pause at the top and the control. And again, like I said, guys, I don't care about the weight. I'm not trying to swing around some big ass dumbbells and not get a pump. Now, if someone else does it and that works for them, that's fine. I'm just saying that's not what works for me. All I do is I feel my shoulder crunching, you know. Like I get like a low pump, moderate shoulder pain. These are all things that you put into the RP app. And, you know, no soreness the next day. So it's pretty safe to say like all I'm doing is just be like hurting my joints, you know, and getting like maybe a little bit of stimulus, as where I can get a lot of stimulus and no joint pain at all. You know, less wear and tear, better results. And that's what we're doing. That's what we're in it for. But let's see what's going on here actually. We're getting capped up. Getting capped up, baby. Oof. Oof. Getting capped up on a Friday, you know what I'm saying? Oof. Horseshoes. Horseshoes normally hidden by cats. Usually can't even see that. Hell yeah. Oops, I did it again. Alright, last one. I forgot I'm supposed to be holding this, aren't I? Alright, I'm gonna make up for it on this one. I got too excited, yo. Alright. That's what's up. That's what's up. I'm just saying right now, 183, 178 to 183 is gonna be freaky. I'm 193 this morning. It's gonna be some freaky stuff. And then the bulk after that. That's what I'm looking forward to. But we're thinking in a year's terms. Now, I've just rebounded off every single diet I've ever done. So now I'm thinking more long term, But all we got next is trap bar shrugs, and then we're done with the workout. Trap bar. So my main focus with the trap bar shrugs has been to kind of get a slight bend and then shrug up and back almost like a row. The closest thing I would compare it to is kind of like those row machines that you have at the gym. You can do like an underhand grip and you could pull towards you. And with those, I always like to pull towards me and up, kind of with my traps, and finish the move with my upper back and traps. So while I'm trying to hit the traps, I'm, like I said earlier, trying to get that upper back thickness as well. So slight bend forward, up and almost back, and then a full stretch at the bottom, like this. I'm going for that Quasimodo physique. That's my ideal physique, is to just look like a hunchback who lives in a bell tower. Just forearms and back, So that's the look I'm going for. But yeah, nothing crazy. Just got 125 on the bar. And gonna do one more set of 10, and that'll be a wrap. I think I've been doing that move wrong for years, to be completely honest. Maybe not wrong, but just been doing it differently in a way that's not as good. So, like that, I feel just lighting up my entire upper back. So, definitely keeping this move in. Looking forward to pushing it. What I think about is I'm setting the bar so low for myself to where I can constantly improve. I was doing incline dumbbell presses with 45 pounds. Back when I used to, really kind of care about like how much weight I was lifting, like didn't want to look weak. I would never do dumbbell presses with 45 pounds. In fact, I probably just wouldn't do them at all. I'd rather just do weighted dips or something that looks cool. Something where I don't look, pathetic. now that I just don't care about anything like that at all, I start with the 45-pound dumbbells, work my way out to sets of 20. At the end of the mesocycle, finish with 65-pound dumbbells. And get a decent amount of chest development in a 6-week period. Now, I'm starting with 65-pound dumbbells. Imagine when I actually ramp the weight up over a long period of time, doing it with good form, not even caring about the weight. Like I said, just choosing the appropriate weight to get a really, really deep stretch at the bottom for 10 to 20 times. Just choosing the appropriate weight. With all of these moves, I'm starting so low and setting the bar so low that to take these moves and even add 50 pounds on them is going to yield substantial results. So I'm really looking forward to it. But anyways, guys, that's the workout. That's the deload workout. I'm going to try to find at least like 1 or 2 workouts a week to record where I have the time. So stay tuned. This next 4 months of maintenance is going to be some really solid training. It's going to get some great results. And then the cut after that is just going to be crazy. So stick around. Appreciate you tuning in. I'll talk to you next time.